when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. Still got her. I still got her.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
Herbert on first down now. He gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Chargers at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert.
Finds Spiller on the check down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They run behind center with Spiller. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Over the middle, complete to Shaheed. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 3, second and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll run for it with Spiller. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger!
Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Goff's throw here caught by Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Sutton.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Goff throwing again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown grab, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Hey, go Lion. 5-9.
Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And a work forward for about 4 as they get him down at the 29-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
50 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Herbert now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now... So they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Now a 2nd and 10.
We go, 36.
Here's Goff.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing on third. Goff.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off.
Touchdown!
Greg Dulcich.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air again, Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Dawson Knox from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now Goff. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Go.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up. On it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Go. Ready.
Now it's Herbert.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Here's Herbert.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take... again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Herbert back to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
the 2-yard line.
21. 12. 59. Ready?
Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Dawson Knox with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here comes third and about a foot. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far? Enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, go Lion.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now.
but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've reached halftime.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out.
Does. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Herbert now.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Smith to return it. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I got you, boy.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Goff now looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you want to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
He gets this out to Spiller.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Here's Goff. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take a downfield punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Baylor Tiger.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos are about set to go on offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slam. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
You can almost see his eyes. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10. Turn, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that gives him a 3-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Partner to win. Up and down the field during this game. It's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. A big kick that time, 52 yards. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off enough. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, 30 yards. And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Chargers getting set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Quick toss to Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
At the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. When push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Goff on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me,
he's got a man complete down the right sideline and all Isaiah Spiller. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Throwing again is Goff. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Brandon Graham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Well, third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage. They were able to get to him in the pocket.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Kenneth Murray came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. Now this offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
5-9, 5-9.
They'll try the left side with Spiller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example. Corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone. and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Goff on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Gone. And he comes back with one complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Short throw caught by Dosich.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Joey Bosa, his second sack of the night. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Straight ahead at Spiller. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They keep it on the ground with Spiller. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. But now he appears to be in some pain. More from L.A. in a moment.
Let's roll.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
We'll go orange. Go.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
Right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So Jared Goff in the offense, down by a field goal, 27 seconds to go. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Goff now to throw. Able to find Mims. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Goff. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Goff. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that